Hi everyone, in this video we would be solving move puzzles of brainwash application. So watch the video till the end to get all the answers. So we are on puzzle number 1. This says hi, this is the dash level. If we move this first to here, this solves the puzzle. Moving on to the second puzzle. Each level has an issue. You need to just move it to fix it. Moving on to the another puzzle. So it looks like a lion. If we drag the shadow here, yes, this is a lion. Moving on, who is missing? Just I moved up and there is a cat. Hello human. Moving on, where is mommy? Dragging it on the left side, mommy came in. Now it's three tooth which are showing up. One tooth is moving from left to right. So if I put in here, the other tooth broke. So I have to put in between. Oh, I missed it again. So let me try. Yeah, I will be back. Who's next? Now in this puzzle, we have to save the civilian. I just move the civilian back and this solves the puzzle. So in this puzzle it says who is the father. So there is a mother has a baby, and if you see, baby has red color here, so might be father is this one. This solves the puzzle. So the puzzle is surprise smiley. So if I move this cat, oh, it's surprise. Moving on. So there is a small moon and I believe a couple in here. So if I pinch this moon, this become big and that solves the puzzle. Now there is this line coming in. If I drag to the right, I am watching you. That solves the puzzle. So there is some thing on the screen, I don't know what, but if I move the phone upside down, will it solve the puzzle? No, it doesn't. So I just want to move this image slowly, that covers everything. These beads are going everywhere. This is a hand. Yeah, that solves the puzzle. Now it says brainwash. So how we can do the brainwash? Like this, moving the hand. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. So there is a straw in here, and now if I move this, it says I'm okay. So if I move this heart symbol here, it says I love you. And now what we can do is move this here like this, and it say how would you rate the game? I would rate it very high. Now it's a easy one. Just move this here, and this is a cookie. Moving on. Something is missing. If I change this and I just rotated this, and that must solve the puzzle. Yeah, it solves the puzzle. Now moving on, your advice. So my advice would be, and that solves the puzzle. Now don't lose a panda for 15 seconds. So I have to we have to just move this trampoline here and do not lose the panda for 15 seconds. I believe we would be able to do that, and that solves the puzzle. Moving on, sad but true. If we move this hard and easy, and just we have to drag this here, and this should solve the puzzle, and it says cool. Now we have to, it's like fishing and we want to catch the like. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now look at his screen. So we want to look at his screen. So if I do something like I'm moving this lens, nothing happened. Moving his hand, nothing happened. Now moving his head, and that solves the puzzle. Wow, how to solve this one? There is a big man and then there is a small man. If I move, nothing is happening. Oh, I pinched the bigger man to a smaller one, and might be more pinch is required, and that solves the puzzle. Moving on. This is a donut. Now how to, oh, just click on this donut, judge me. So which country? It's Japan. This one. Yeah, it's Japan. Now we have to choose a match. I don't think it would be, we can look for more, but it seems fine. But let's, yeah, this should be it. This should be it. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now we want to make a salad. Oh, I believe we have to just cut the salads. We should be good now. Yeah, we have made a salad. Now you have to draw to save this man. So how we can do this? I believe this should save him. Yeah, it saved. Is it true? I don't think so. You can't buy love with money. Now we have to wash this car. I believe we have to move this in this way, and that should clean the car. Yeah, I believe, yeah, it solves the puzzle. And now I believe this is a kind of a bulldog is there. We have to create the image. I'm trying to do that. Here you go. And last piece. Oh wow, we solved the puzzle. Now it says meow. What to do? Oh, I just reversed the meow. It solves. Now we want to help her. How we can do that? We just thrown away the bag. Now this seems like a traffic light, so it should have red, yellow and green. This is a traffic light. Now this man is hanging on the P. What to do? Should I move this here? Oh, I'm just moving this in this way, and this should solve the puzzle. Now look at yourself. How can I? Oh, we are looking at him. Just move the head up. There is a battery. There is a man. If I move the battery, that solves the puzzle. Your advice should be flower. Nice, that solves the puzzle. I want a selfie. Just move the hand and it solved the puzzle. Make him better. So just remove the tattoo, just remove all the back strips. Now removing this weight hung to his leg. Some more black strips. It solves the puzzle. Now it seems like we have to find hidden objects. So there are 5 objects which needs to be find out. So this is one of them. Then this is another. 3 are still remaining. So let's see if we able to find another one. Now one more is remaining, 2 more are remaining. This is the one. Where is this stone with something written over it? Here you go. So we have solved this puzzle. Now we want to fix this calendar. So normally Fridays are happy. So something like that should be this way. Okay, it seems like there is a marriage which is happening. What can we do? We are doing it here like this. Okay, game over. So now moving on to another puzzle. So this is one thing, moving this here and moving this here, moving this here, and this, yeah, game over too. Now we have to join these cut pieces. It seems like image is coming in. Some more pieces to be joined. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, that solves the puzzle. Now we have to fill picture with color. So how we can do that? Okay, we need to move these triangles and then it should solve the puzzle, and it should be in that way that it covers the whole image. I believe this should do. When you enter the ocean, you enter the food chain. Now this puzzle says no matter what. So love hurts. Moving on. Now this seems like a puzzle. So if I move this here and we go for washroom with the mobile phone, it takes 1 hour. Moving on again. So there is a frog in here, and frog kisses the queen. Moving on. So we have to search where is the brain. Let's see, this is the brain. Moving on. Wind me up. So I believe we have to move this key which is on the back on the left side, and it's Monday again. We solved the puzzle. Now moving on again. Connect hearts. So how we can connect them? Yeah, we just made them closer and it's automatically connected. Moving on. So now we have to save this man. So how we can do that? Basically we can make a wrench like this, and this saves the man. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now this man is if I do something like that, we're so close. We are so close. I can sense that. Yes, amazing. We solved it. Now find this picture. So there is this black shadow of a monkey. Now finding this, where is it? It seems like a branch. Now this is again, that solves the puzzle. Something is wrong, so we have to find something. Just reverse mirror image and it solves the puzzle. Moving on, something is wrong. So this supposed to be horse, this supposed to be man. Now what country is it? This supposed to be France, because there is a Eiffel Tower. That solves the puzzle. Now moving on, it says lose. So what to do? Now it says love. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now we have to again choose a match. It doesn't seem fine. Yeah, it seems fine. That should do. Now there is a balloon and then there is a fish. So can we move? Oh, fish dies if we remove from the water. So it's supposed to be in the water. That solves the puzzle. Now we are on to another puzzle. Now there is a man on the stairs. So if we move this here, that solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now we have to save them. How we can save them is just move the men on the right side and that solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now again we have to move this image and these pieces will draw the image. Just I'm doing it slowly and I hate my job. Now wish for more. So I just want to, there's a genie in here. Now what to do for genie? I'm just swapping again and again. Work harder. Choose right order. So before 2020, this is the thing. After 2020, before 2020, that solves the puzzle. If cats could text you back. I was clicking on the mobile phone and it was not solving the puzzle. So I'm doing nothing. And that solves the puzzle. Now we have to find hidden objects again. Cool. So one hidden object is here. Another one is here. And there is another one. Here you go, there is another one. And that solves the puzzle. Moving on. Cut into two equal pieces. So how we can do that is, yeah, is it equal? Yeah, almost 48% and 52%. Now hit the target. So how we can hit the target is it this way? Oh, I just moved the hand of the dog and he hit the target. Now moving on, take, make, you, take, you make. Love you take, love you make. What is missing? So just moving this is one thing. Another thing, moon. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. So I'm just need to move this. I believe that should solve the puzzle. How we can do that? Just it solved the puzzle. Something went wrong. It solved the puzzle again. Now this is inside, this is outside. So should we move all the eyes inside? And that's all the puzzle. Who looks inside awakes. Now there is a key. Just move that key. That's all the puzzle. Moving on. Fill picture with color. So, okay, then we have to do that. Just be cautious of it. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. So water is dropping in. I believe we have to clean the earth using the water. Moving this like here. That solves the puzzle. Moving on. Now moving on to the next puzzle. It says turn on the last song. So if we do something like that, and it solves the puzzle. Now what country? Is it Mexico? Yeah, it solves the puzzle. Moving on. Creative mind or creative something. Creative mood. Isn't it? If I put it here, something like that. Yeah, creative mood. Moving on. Eat them all. I'm just moving this like, and just want to eat everything which comes in like this, like this, like this, and it solves the puzzle. I'm on seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. Now moving on. Yeah, that solves the puzzle. Moving on. You can't draw. I'm just holding this like, and it solves the puzzle. What is missing? There's an alarm. Moving on. I'm just flipping this dollar like this to Bitcoin. That solves the puzzle. Now be positive. So how can we positive? This is the way to be positive. Moving on. Now follow your heart. So how we can follow? Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Think differently. So how we can think differently? Yeah, it solves the puzzle. I need a hug. Moving the hands like this. Now moving on to the next puzzle. This is says SOS. Then there is a bull and there is these men running away from the bull. So if I'm pinching, it's nothing is happening. I'm swapping right and left, nothing is happening. So I'm swapping screen left to right, up and down, nothing is happening. So if I move this bull up or pinch this bull, nothing is happening. I'm just moving this land like this, and that solves the puzzle. Moving on. So if we plug in like this in the plug, that solves the puzzle. Moving on, tap anywhere to move UFO cat. So UFO cat is looking for mouse. Cool, that solves the puzzle. Moving on, cut into two equal pieces. Try it again. This should be it. No, we couldn't able to cut thing like this should do. That solves the puzzle. Find all the clues. So one is this knife, then this gun. Is there something else? This bullets. Moving on. Now don't lose a panda for 20 seconds. So there are two pandas in here and we have not to lose them for 20 seconds. We won't. So that was the last puzzle. Hope you like this video. Do give it a thumbs up. For more puzzles and riddles, please subscribe to Puzzle Adda. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.